Hey, this is Nick from Agency Acquisitions, and today I'm going to show you how I scaled my own agency to 8 figures plus while doing above 35% profit, and how my system can help you do the same. And you can do this all without increasing your sales and marketing spend in any way, shape, or form. So here we go. The thing that I need you to remember is that you do not rise to the level of your goals, you actually fall to the level of your systems. And if you're not getting what you want out of your business, this is probably why. My mission is to help 100 agency owners get to 1 million in annual profit in the next 5 years. And FYI, I only work with around 10 agencies at any given time. So who is this for? If you're an agency that's doing between 50 and 800K per month, and you are an agency CEO, president, founder, head of ops or finance, or other key executive, you're in the right place. The real question that I get all the time here is, when will my hard work pay off? And look, this is why I'm passionate about helping agency owners succeed. I know what it's like to miss birthdays, hanging out with friends, working evenings and weekends because you have a vision of a better life for your family, your employees, and your clients. I want that hard work to pay off for people in agencies, just like it did for me. And like, look, I'm not like a coach or consultant that's out here just like telling you to do a bunch of stuff. I still currently own 2 agencies. One of them is in a very sub niche of e-com, and another one does activations for Fortune 5,000 companies that are like very, very large on a per engagement basis. And that spans all the way from digital marketing to like very non-standard marketing. So like what I'm about to show you works regardless of what your agency structure actually is. None of this is actually your fault. You're really not scaling and getting these top tier profits because you've been lied to about what it effectively takes to build a profitable and scalable agency by an army of marketing bros that tell you that the answer is sale. And hint, the answer is not more sales and marketing. And how do you know if this is you? If you can close 1 or 2 clients per month, the answer is not more sales and marketing. The problem lies elsewhere. Great founders and executives at agencies are masters of creating leverage. And there are 2 types of main leverage at an agency: team, aka people and labor, and 2, content/code. So like AI is eventually going to help a ton, but like right now we need people more than ever, and we need internal content. So you know who's a master of this kind of leverage? Gary Vee. Gary Vee has 1,200 plus employees, and he has content everywhere externally. What you don't see is that internally at VaynerMedia, they have even more content than he pushes out on a monthly or even yearly basis. The content internally is everywhere. And it's the same thing for these other agencies that are doing 100 million plus. They have unbelievable amounts of internal content. So you have to remember, team is the #1 source of leverage for agencies, at least for now. Businesses need the right ingredients to grow profitably. So you can build, systemize, and scale, and then make that cash register ring. Or, as the marketing bros would put it, money printer go burr. But we're going to get to this later. Why? Why does the system always work? Because now you have an agency that can grow without you. It's not dependent on you. And this takes a ton of time and effort to do it from the ground up. But there are shortcuts, really big ones. And I'm going to get into that. So here's really the secret. The best way to supercharge labor is internal content that makes things repeatable, makes complex things easy, enables your team to do the extraordinary without your help. Because if they need your help to do the extraordinary, it's too slow. How do you know if you need this and if you have these problems that this can solve? Well, every method has a maximum speed. This is why maintaining growth and size gets harder the bigger you are, and eventually you need to upgrade your operating system. If you don't, the system is just going to hit a wall, then it fails, and you stall growth and the profit drops. Usually because client churn goes up, you add middle managers, you lose key team members to burnout, you juggle too many items leading to a critical failure, you're running light on revenue after a few bad sales months, because that's how the market generally is. If any of this sounds familiar, I've solved all of this, so you don't have to. So this is why I invented the agency acquisition scaling framework. And this is what has enabled multiple agencies to scale to 10 million plus with profits of 35% plus. And it's this big, huge system. And I'm not going to get into this whole thing because this is an hour-long video on its own. You can find it on YouTube, etc. I'm going to give you the short version of this, okay? First of all, we need a really, really strong foundation. And how we're going to generate this foundation is by building out this management mission control that is going to enable managers to get aligned and have something that we can build the rest of the system on. This enables playbooks and targets that are unmissable. And when you don't miss targets, it's really easy to scale. Second, we need predictive data architecture, which predicts problems before they happen and give us full visibility into the agency. When you have full visibility, you can predict the future. And if you can predict the future, it's very hard to lose. Then we need to get into peak people performance. So we need to align the expectations, objectives, and incentives of our people to create autopilot performance for our people by creating what I call triple net wins. That's a win for the company, a win for the client, and a win for the employee themselves. That way we have alignment at all times. Then we get into the infinite client retention system, which creates predictable client value and experience and makes your clients into your primary sales team. Finally, we have our blitz scaling system, which enables low resistance growth and creates effective and efficient wins simultaneously so we can grow very, very quickly month over month. If you already heard enough, apply now, click the button below and book a meeting. If not, let's get into the nitty-gritty details of how this actually works and why it works. Well, you have to remember, first of all, that you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. So how do we kick this off? Management mission control. I can tell you categorically that this step unlocks 5 to 10% of quick win profit in the first 30 to 60 days. How we do this? Well, full company and financial audit for those wins. Then we create a one-page plan to create alignment across all management and leaders. Then we create unmissable targets through our specific system, then get everybody bought in, and then the cycle repeats. So we basically create this nonstop cycle of wins and that lead to financial outcomes the way that we intend. Next, we create the predictive data architecture. And I have specific data flows that create 7 specific dashboards that give you insights to every aspect of your agency, leaving you with absolutely no blind spots. We then take those 7 sub dashboards and create one master dashboard that tells you everything and anything that you need to know in under 5 minutes per week. This covers absolutely every aspect of the agency. So this step unlocks another 5 or 10% more profit and helps you stop wasting time fixing random symptoms that pop up and enables you to focus on just fixing root causes. Next is peak people performance. Ineffective middle management is the #1 reason agencies cannot scale. And this is very likely you if you have more than 8 employees and you're starting to build that middle management layer. This is the reason why owners end up working crazy 60+ hour weeks back to back to back and are completely burnt out. And it's the reason profit went down the second that you started hiring middle managers, because they start creating bureaucracy because they don't actually know what they need to be doing. We clear this up by installing the objective metric KPI system so that everybody is aligned to the same objectives. Those objectives are measured by clear metrics, but metrics are slow, so we need key performance indicators that predict how good the metric is going to be before it actually happens. Again, we need to be able to predict the future before it happens and react and solve problems so that way we don't lose money. Then we create a standard management methodology that we implement in all agencies that is designed for agencies in a way to hold all managers accountable and all the people that report to their managers accountable. That way we know if things are a management issue or if they're an employee issue. From there, we create management guides for the people performance that walk middle management through how to get people to actually hit their targets. Most agencies do not have anything like this. There's no guides to help the middle managers actually succeed. And ultimately, these guides are what enable the middle management to get beneath the surface so we can drive high profits while having a great culture. This is what makes the system and the profit it brings sustainable in the long run. So no more roller coaster of profit up and down, making a ton of money then losing, so on and so forth. We're going to be nice, steady, and even. Next is infinite client retention. This is the #2 reason agencies don't scale. And this is how you get negative churn for your clients. By the way, negative churn is when you are growing organically without the need for sales. Okay, so you do sales, that is bonus. This makes your clients your #1 sales team. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you are losing clients, it's because you're not applying this formula. Emotion, logic, insight framework. #1, logic equals results. If you're only focusing on this is exactly why you're not retaining clients for long enough. You need to add an emotion, which equals experience. Once you add these together, you get value. Value equals experience plus results. Once you sprinkle in insights, which I equivalent to aha moments, like those light bulb moments where the client goes, oh, that's why that didn't work, or oh, that's why that's the way that it is. That is the magic ingredient that takes the value equation to the next level. So you take value and you add insights. This is what creates raving fans. This is what creates upsells, retentions, and referrals, so you can get negative churn and grow organically without the need for sales and marketing. But if you add that sales and marketing, you're just going to grow even faster. So what does this look like? Well, there is a specific type of onboarding that we do for 100 days, followed by a 90-day pattern behind that. That's a quarterly pattern. And the onboarding is a very specific mix of expectations, experience, and education, the 3 core E's. This makes your referral and upsell rate go to the next level because every single sale you make drives that growth because you're not losing clients anymore. So we make it actually impossible to lose. It is important to understand that basically by day 100, we are creating a system where we can generate upsells on a systemic basis by driving peak emotion, peak value, and peak insights at day 100. That's how this works. Blitz scaling. We don't keep much a secret, but this is our secret sauce. This is how we take your team from great to all-star and how we get our clients above 40 and even sometimes 50+% profit months. So you're going to have to apply to chat with us to unlock this. So look, you have three choices. Time is going to go by one way or another. You have the option of doing nothing. If you're an agency owner, if you've come this far, like, you're not going to do nothing. You can also do something, which may or may not work out. It's kind of the roller coaster. Some things work, they stop working, etc., etc. Or you can get compound wins through a proven system that I have rolled out at dozens of agencies, including both of my own. And you can get results like this or like this. Every single one of these 4 brands is now doing over $1 million in profit per year, in addition to their salaries. Apply now if you're having these challenges. Your client churn is up more than 3% per month. Your profits are down as you've added middle managers. You've lost key members to burnout. You're juggling too many items leading to failure, and you yourself are getting burnt out. You're running light on revenue after a few bad sales months because of the churn. So again, if you're interested in taking your agencies to 8-figure plus and scaling while profiting 35% plus, let me know. I'm Nick from Agency Acquisitions. Catch you later.